experience. Really allow people who cannot afford to come here and check that out. But anyways, man, let's check out this set. We got my man, oh, we got a Simon on board, man, and of course Fox McCloud. Nice.
This is Jehtt versus Akko. Akko is essentially a Sacramento player, even though he lives in Stockton. He visits us so often. We count him among us. And Jehtt was a very strong Mega Man. You remember back in Bay Area Brawl.
I remember
fantastic work taking out many of our PR players. And he's used to playing one 8-bit zoner in Mega Man. And when he saw Simon, he's like, hey, he's got the same golden flowing hair that I do. This was meant to be.
This was destiny.
Yeah. But Akko actually opting for his Fox. He also has a very strong Marth as well. Just a good fundamental player who can make adjustments in terms of his movement to how his opponent is playing. Just what you want to see in a game like Oakland.
Can I get water, man? Can I get some holy water? My mouth is oh no.
They need to give like. We need to know which jelly beans are safe so we can use them as chase, you know?
Yeah. Someone help me.
Because you don't want to do a Bean Boozle to chase down a Bean Boozle because you might make it worse.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, that axe in order. Oh my goodness. Good stuff. Okay, so still for like this matchup, like kind of similar thing that we saw from Athena.
Yeah.
We're gonna see instead of the Arc Fire, the Holy Water is gonna be a very strong tool. It works extremely well against Spaceys, and so honestly, AKO is gonna have to be very, very careful about that once he gets off stage, man.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. And I love the use of the cross whenever Jehtt expects Akko might come in because it lets him commit to a little bit of a boulder action like an F-tilt or something. And if he gets punished, the cross is there to make sure he doesn't bleed too much.
Yep. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, it's very interesting going up against the Belmonts because, again, it's new angles that we're not really used to, ranges that we're not used to, and so a lot of times people they're trying to figure out exactly what they need to do here. Of course, when they do throw the axe is, despite it being very strong, its arc allows for easy ground approaches.
Yeah.
So you have to be aware there. A lot of times it's better to shield the Holy Cross and then kind of dash forward and put yourself in a position where the Simon or the Belmont in general has to do an option. They have to do something because they don't want you to get in. And a lot of times people tend to go for a jump because that's really good in this game, and then they end up getting hit by the axe. So you got to know when to be grounded against this character. It's very important.
Not only because of the projectiles, but also the different whip levels as well. If he chooses to go for a fair or a bear versus the F-tilt to cover approaches, you're constantly making guesses against the Belmonts, and I think the #1 mentality shift players need to make in a zoning matchup is they need to recognize that winning a neutral engagement isn't just determined by, oh, I hit him, I did % damage. If you took 3 steps forward and weren't hit for it against a zoner, you won the engagement.
Exactly.
Because you made distance. Exactly. You got him closer to the corner, you got him closer to having to choose how to mix you up, to cross you up.
Yeah, no, that's very, very big. Like, again, I think that always the main thing in this game is once he gets Holy Cross out, because that's what limits the strongest movement option in this game, our dash dancing, right?
Yeah.
So once you can shield that and you can step forward, now they are in a situation where if they can't touch you with that F-tilt or that fair, they got to respect what you're doing.
Yeah.
And so that's where you can now sit down, all right, you pressure them just to be in that space. But if you go in a little too soon or you kind of go for a jump, they can cover you very easily.
The other thing that's kind of scaring me right now in terms of Akko's chances is that we have a Belmont that managed to live to 152%. And what that says to me is that he's not thinking from an edge guard mindset. So many players, they look for their honest kill setup on the Belmonts, but what you want to do is just push them off stage and run off and use a long-lasting hitbox to just cover their jump-up tether or to cover their up B and stuff.
Yeah.
Just get in their way because just a hitbox in the right space, even if they air dodge it, a lot of times they'll be put far too low to even recover.
Absolutely, absolutely. Jabs are really great and getting them off stage in that kind of situation too. Of course, long-lasting hitboxes, you'd be going for a nair for a lot of characters. It's very, very important, like you said. So that is really telling when you do see a Belmont live to those kind of percents.
Because that's kind of how you make up all the difference, right? Just like in a traditional fighting game, you deal with Guile or something and you hate him, but you get him into the corner as E Honda and he's like, oh, I gotta go to town now. And it's the same thing where once you force that Belmont into the corner, that should be your time to talk. And right now, going for these up tilts, unfortunately, they do provide more damage, but always be oriented towards what can push them off stage instead.
Absolutely. Look at fair. Yeah, he's going to set up shop here. Goes for a jump back. And you see right there, too, because Jehtt realized the situation. That's why he jumped back. He's like, okay, he's in my space. I need to get out of here. But it seems like AKO still is not really seeing what area is he in advantage of, you know? And that's going to be again, so important against this character. And I think that's why this character has been so strong as of late. We've seen a lot of Belmonts and a lot of these top 8s and stuff too.
Yeah.
Through the course of the early time.
The F tilt on block is so terrifying though when he actually catches you with it.
Oh,
and
what?
Low angled F smash. You can't be hiding from the holy fire here.
Not at all, dude.
He will come find you. Jehtt being completely unfazed, like, hey man, you were scared. Don't be scared.
Yeah, dude.
And that is, I mean, I said this exact same thing about Robin, and it's even more true for Belmonts. Like, as terrifying as it feels, when you grab that ledge, you need to pick an option immediately. Yes, he's going to have some projectile out, and when you're picking that option, you're not completely sure which one it is, but every second you spend on there, he's just going to keep tossing out more of his stuff. His garage sale is going to get set up, and then he's going to whip you for just loitering there.
Yep, absolutely. I think the one time when you can wait is early percents, because you still have invincibility, right? So you're in okay in that situation. But once you get to those later percents, you have to make a choice, because your ledge invincibility is not going to last.
Yeah.
And you will get hit, and they will hit you with that forward smash. They can angle it down. They can do down smash as well. They can cover that option. So you really need to do something where it's like, okay, I'm going to go for a jump, right? Or I'm going to go for a roll, or I'm going to go for a get up attack, depending on where they're spacing themselves. But I need to do something now, because if I don't, I'm going to get hurt.
Oh yeah. And then we have Akko going his main character back in the Smash 4 days, and still doing pretty well with, in this game as well, his Marth. And I think Marth still has the ability to get in. The fact that he has that extra bit of disjoint means that he doesn't need to get as close to Belmont to put on the pressure as he was with Fox.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to help his edgeguard game significantly
as well.
If he tosses out that fair just right in the drop zone.
Yep.
It's just a matter, though, of getting Jehtt off stage. I love this counter pick, though. Smash Roll, again, one of the smallest stages in terms of real estate. Going to be able to force these offstage situations, not actually going off.
Finish it. I think if he finished it, he would have been in a very good position to get a kill.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, do you see the shield?
Because then he was just going to get poked. Like, he just had to get out of the way, and he couldn't react to the situation fast enough.
Looking like a jelly belly, man. See, good catch there. Don't let him set up. Don't give him time to set up holy water.
Just going to go ahead and use the, it's the uppercut. I keep calling it flash kick every time I see it, though, because it's the same hole in the kit that it fills.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, the parry's coming out.
Right back,
outside of grab range, though. That's perfect. That's it. That's what you want.
Yep, easy.
And that should be when Belmont is dying, right?
Yes.
Like you will see the situation when you're playing evenly against a Belmont where you will be at a far higher percent, but you're going to be taking their lives.
Oh, man. And I love he just goes there, instantly gets the holy water. Oh, man.
Oh, he looked for it.
Yep. Oh, dude, I love those combos, dude. Why does the zoner have the sickest dive kick in the game? Can someone tell me that? Oh, my gosh. That dive kick is so sick. It's a foot dive, dude.
It's such a fun duality where they have the sickest burst options and also the sickest zoning tools.
Exactly. The dash attack looks sick, the down tilt looks sick, and then the dive kick looks sick. It's like, why? Oh, man.
Oh, not going to keep it going. Just gets out of there.
Yeah, it's a problem,
perfectly spaced down air, too, because he would have been off the stage any further out.
Yep, absolutely. And I want to see more of Akko using that platform as we just saw him there. Good forward throw. Okay, you got to chase.
Okay, that time Jehtt was able to throw out his forward air in time. Oh, in that situation, there is no invincibility when you're on that tether. You got to be tossing out that hitbox anyway.
Yes, and that was unfortunate. I think that was just not like... Didn't recognize the situation. Again, if someone does tether, you can still hit them until they pull back up. So as long as you are in between them and the stage, throw out a hitbox.
Yeah.
You could have even up B'd there. Just drop down, up B, and come back, and then could have taken that stock.
Yeah.
Up B is also very good in this matchup, too, because even if you hit them at mid-percents, because the base knockback is so huge, just get, if you touch Marth's shield and they're nearby you, you should be off.
Yeah. That can force a very scary situation, but right now we're having even trades. Forward air coming out before the second dive kick. Jehtt looking especially hungry right now.
Actually, he could have done dare up B, and that could have been stopped.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think he just wasn't confident in it. Oh, goes for the F tilt. Okay. I think there was the moment hesitation by Jehtt. It's like, I don't think I have time for F smash anymore. Just F tilt. Let's just get it.
I love that move because it's like Simon. I love that Simon looks like the Belmonts. They look like they move as an 8-bit character. So it's so funny because they just walk up to you and look you in the eye and then slap. Don't ever look at me.
That was some classic Castlevania.
Yep, easy. Another boss defeated, man.
Again, these F tilts are really nicely placed by Jehtt too. The fact that he can tag just a little bit of shield pressure in between the zoning is so strong.
Good catch. I love that, man. He's like, all right, I know you're in a position where you think that you're going to be safe. You go ahead and set up the Holy Cross, so I'm just going to dash forward.
Comes out that cross, gets himself more toys.
That is the weight. That's the kind of weight that you have to have once they set up shop with Holy Water. If they don't, then you got to pressure when you can.
Gonna toss again the perfume. Oh, and no F smash right afterwards.
Oh,
doesn't get the regrab. Great directional air dodge by Jehtt. Because at this percent, he wouldn't have eaten any sort of big punish in that situation. Right? It would have just been back throw again off stage, but not that far off. So very, very great options.
Yeah, very, very great pick. The only thing that AKO could have done there to actually pick that would have been going for a retreating fair.
Yeah.
Because either A, he would hit him, he'd be still off stage, he'd have time, or B, he'd be in the perfect position to go for a forward throw, and that would have been enough knockback to get him off stage. Okay, here we go.
Oh, hits the shield, and just like we were talking about, that is a free uppercut out of that disadvantage state.
Absolutely. Now he gets the step. Oh, that's it.
Oh,
he shielded. Oh, man.
Recognizing the windup for the different tools. And there we go. Dive kick to up B. Exactly what we were afraid of earlier. And Jehtt pulls it off when it's the last stock.
Oh, man.
Getting that 2-0.
Yep.
And looking just all around pretty clean as a Belmont.